And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Music for Gaming, all the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here playing Minecraft, and it's gonna be fun. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the new Ghostbusters trailer that dropped earlier this morning. So yeah, that'll be fun and exciting. So let me get into the game here. So we get the spooky bat flying around. Now, one of the things I want to do today, before I get totally buried in Ghostbusters talk, which is going to be all sorts of fun, is I need to clear out my inventory just a little bit, like a lot. But get rid of the spruce there. Okay, now I also need to find where I left my turtle eggs. I can't remember if I brought them here or if I left them in a box somewhere. So we'll go hunt that down. Maybe after sunrise. We'll check these boxes here too. Nothing there. This is... Yep, none of those things are, in fact, turtle eggs. I know I've got some. I just have to find them. So, anyway, hope your day's gone well, and I hope you had a chance to see the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was a fun looking trailer. Hang on, I want to make another pickaxe while I'm thinking about it. Oops, not that. I need sticks. Turns out you can't make pickaxes without sticks. Okay, yes, I've got a diamond one here, but that was a little bit harder to use. I like having the stone one, just for those quick and dirty things. Alright, so, go ahead and sleep, and I'll go find my turtle eggs. And I'll talk a bit about what I caught from the trailer, which I've watched a ridiculously large number of times. Okay, like 5 or 6, but I suppose that's ridiculously large. I've actually watched that trailer more often than I've watched the trailer for Star Wars, which I'm actually more excited about. So yeah, it's exciting. For a little background, I grew up in the 80s. I watched Ghostbusters a lot. A huge number of times because I enjoyed the movie. So, all right, where the heck did I leave those eggs? I think they might be out this way. But yeah, so the trailer is not super long, but it gives you a reasonable feel for what's the basic premise of this movie is going to be. And it starts out, you get this family that's moving, there they are, to the middle of nowhere. Ooh, you know what? I think I'll just take this with me. And that's why I brought another pickaxe. I really need to get over here and finish this this subway station, but okay. Anyway, so this family moves out to the middle of nowhere. And you get all sorts of scenes interspersed with sort of weird, mysterious things going on. And I think somebody mentioned that it has very much of a Stranger Things vibe. Having not seen Stranger Things, I can't really comment on that aspect of it. But the little bit I've seen of trailers and pictures of Stranger Things, like, okay, I can buy that. Totally see that. Well, it's basically, this family moves out to the middle of nowhere. They're broke. The only thing they've got is this house out in the middle of nowhere. It's a house in a barn. The barn's roof is collapsing, right? It's not in good shape. But as they go wandering through, they see all sorts of interesting things there. And there are a few things I noticed that were fun callbacks to the original, or just sort of other interesting things. So first off, drop this shulker box down here where it's going to be useful. Said I'm going to need those turtle eggs here in the not too distant future. So I don't know if I've mentioned it. I said I'm going to build a turtle sanctuary, and I'm going to build it sort of over here. I need to get some sand too, but that'll come in due time. But there are some fun callbacks, right? Now, there was the teaser that came out, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I guess. Let's see, how wide do I want this? Yeah, I think it'll come one more this way, which will actually be a little more convenient because I can just dig out 3x3 blocks like this. Okay, I think this is going to be deep enough. I mean, how deep does it need to be, right? They're turtles, right? They're gonna have fun, right? All they need is a place to order pizza. Now, anyway, so we already saw like one of the early posters and stuff, or the really early teaser, the Ecto-1, right? Well, and of course, it does make a very prominent appearance here in the trailer. But what I thought was really interesting, at least really interesting to me. I don't know if it would be really interesting to anyone else, but what I found really interesting was that it was the Ecto-1. Now, remember in Ghostbusters 2, right? Well, let me back up. Right, remember the Ecto-1, this converted hearse that they used for their main car to get around. Really iconic vehicle. It shows up in Ready Player One, I guess, and a bunch of other things. Really cool. But it had this the orange New York license plate, right? It was just the stupid, ugly orange, which is typical of New York license plates. And it just said on it, Ecto-1. Well, in the... Oops, this is where I need sand. Jump back to the vault for a minute. Well, in Ghostbusters 2, right, Ghostbusters 2, you see the Ecto-1 drive up. And, it's, of course, all over the place because they drive it everywhere. Turns out, when you have a car, you tend to drive it. And that's exactly what happens. Well, one of the iconic shots in that, or scenes in that movie is they're trying to deal with Vigo the Carpathian, and going this way. There we go. And they need a symbol to rally the citizens of New York, because it's the evil in New York is what's helping to build all the bad stuff that's going on, right? Well, they talk about, hey, we need a symbol. What symbol could we possibly use? And they look down at the license plate of their car, the Ecto-1, except the license plate doesn't say Ecto-1, it says Ecto-1A. Okay? And it had the Statue of Liberty license plate, which I've got a replica of that plate hanging in my office because it's cool. Let's see. I think, we'll run some more sand this way. All right, so it's the Ecto-1A, which means this is a different vehicle, or it's the original vehicle, right? Not the one that they had in the second movie, but the one from the first. Which then has all sorts of interesting questions. They just buy a second hearse, right? All of those types of things. Oh, actually, I think I want to put some light in here, but I'm going to do it with sea lanterns underwater. Okay, so they've got the original hearse, and I thought it was kind of fun. There's a little bit one of the kids brings in the apparently a trap, one of the original ghost traps, brings it into class, and his or her science teacher recognizes it. Science teacher's played by Paul Rudd, I think. And he looks at this and said, "Oh, awesome replica." Except, obviously, it wasn't a replica. It was one of the originals. In fact, it glows and lights up like there's a ghost inside of it. Now, we've never seen that happen in the show, or in one of the movies, but, we'll go with it. All right, I think I do want to open up this a little bit more this way. I don't know if I need to make it dirt or not. I'm definitely going to open this up this way and a little bit over this way as well. Just to, give the turtles a nice little place to be. And so it was interesting. As I was watching the trailer, there's a scene with the Ecto-1 as it goes tearing through town. The kids are, I don't know why they're playing with the car. I mean, there's a great scene. Oh, it has a gunner's seat, which anyone who had the toys knows it had a gunner's seat, right? I had one of the Ecto-1, the car with the, little action figures and stuff. Oh yeah, it had a gunner's seat. It was great, right? So, okay, so that was cool. But you see them, they go tearing around town. And night is falling. So go grab a quick nap. And they're tearing around town, chasing a ghost, causing all sorts of damage in true Ghostbusters fashion, as they're blasting their proton pack all around town and causing thousands of dollars of property damage. But who cares, right? They're kids and they're Ghostbusters, because Ghostbusters don't care about property damage. That's just how that works. After all, we saw what they did to the Sedgwick Hotel, right? And actually, I'm going to get back to that here in a minute. So they're chasing a ghost around, and you can't get a good look at the ghost. I tried to freeze frame it a few times to see if I could see the ghost a little better. But from what I could see, the ghost looks suspiciously like Slimer, right? For those of you who are not quite up on the Ghostbusters lore, Slimer was the ghost they catch at the Sedgwick Hotel, that very first one. He shows up a lot in the various things. In the Ghostbusters cartoon, right, from the 80s. I don't know if y'all remember that, the real Ghostbusters. I watched that show a lot too, because I grew up in the 80s, and that's just what you did. Well, I saw that ghost rear and thought it was something bad. That ghost horse rear, boy, I don't know. Words are hard, and maybe getting them right would be a thing I should try doing. Anyway, so it shows up. Anyway, that's the ghost that they find at the Sedgwick Hotel. Uh-oh. Well, so much for that egg. I'm sure I didn't need it to help grow a turtle or anything. In 4 days, those should be actual eggs, and that'll be great. Now, I think I actually want to do a little bit of something else here. Oops, that was fun. Because I think I want those turtles to be able to swim out this way. But I think I might still need this beach, so I may want to do a little bit of something here. Because if I put a fence across this way, but the dig down under here, the turtles would be able to swim out if they wanted to. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That's going to cause some interesting things to happen here, but that's all right. So let's grab some dirt just to deal with this a little bit. Anyway, so I'm kind of guessing. Sorry, I've jumped back and forth between topics because, hey, topics are cool. I think that Ghost is Slimer, and I think, and I'm not sure, but I think that was the ghost in the trap that you see. Right, that's what I was afraid was going to happen, but it's also kind of what I wanted to happen, so it's okay, right? Sure. All right, so this, I do need to go down this way. Just block that off for a minute. Okay. Let's see. I think, a couple of things this way. Now, there are a couple of other... I want to talk about some of the other interesting things I found, because there was some other fun callbacks that I think are actually going to be important as the show goes on. So, all right, so where to start? So a couple of scenes of basically things are just getting weird in the town, right? They talk about random earthquakes that don't have any scientific explanation. Just dig that down right there like that. Great. But they show during one of the earthquakes, the family taking cover in their house, and as you look back in the living room in that scene, there is a pile of books. Now, I'm all for having piles of books. You know, as you can see next to me, I've got a bookshelf here of books. I love having books around. But this pile of books was interesting. And it was interesting because... Yeah, I'm just going to have to make this dirt instead of sand. It was a vertical stack of books. Why does that matter? Why? Because it was a stack of books that looked to go from the floor to the ceiling. And those of you who remember your Ghostbusters lore, when the Ghostbusters first show up, or they get called to the New York Public Library, right? They talk about the, you know, they go to catch the ghost, right? Talks about it blew books off shelves from 20 feet away and scared the socks off some poor librarian, right? Remember that scene? Well, what is super interesting about that is when they walk into the library, you know, they head down to the basement where she saw the ghost. And one of the things they find is this what do they call it? You know, symmetrical book stacking, right? So yes, no human being would stack books like this, right? Remember, that's the scene, right? So you get another stack of books like that in their home, which could be a sign of either, one, paranormal activity, or two, somebody is just really weird about how they stack their books. I mean, let's just be honest here. That is 100% a thing that could be. But I think it's the former. I think that you've got some paranormal book stacker going on over there. And yeah, so they got that going on. All right, let's see. I think what I want to do. How do I want to do this? So it's too wide. Yeah, I think I kind of want to fill this in. Kind of. Actually, no, I take that back. I do want to widen this. Let's see. Breathe. Breathing is good. Okay. I don't know about you, but I like to breathe. Okay, so you get the weird book stacking, which, again, I think is one of the signs that there's weirdness going on, right? Again, no human being would stack books like this. Okay, so you also get then a shot of one of the kids, and she discovers sort of this weird area full of stuff. You know, and you see several shots of her with with the PKE meter and all sorts of other cool dealy bobs. Okay. Now, I think, yeah, I've got some weird. I just want to make sure this water is still. You know, well, I think it's her brother who ends up, you see, starting the Ecto-1 later in the trailer. Where is that all flowing to in its various weird ways here? Da, 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 da. Minecraft hydrology is always fun. I just want this. I want to make sure this is all flowing correctly. All right. I don't know where this is all going, but it should be somewhere. Okay, now, so you get all that fun stuff. You know, there are a number of things there that you see in the background as they wander around. Okay. Right, so you get, of course, shots of the old farm, and it's, you know, being all, you know, farm-like. But, why is this water not doing what I want it to do? That might be enough, maybe, possibly, I don't know. All right, so let me jump back to my home here, and then I will talk about this some more. 'Cause it's about time to sleep before the ghosts and goblins and, you know, skeletons and stuff pop out. Okay. So, one of the things you end up seeing as they, just random shots, they don't really mention them, they just, oh, look, here's an establishing shot as they approach this mine. And there's a shot, the kid's looking down this mine shaft, it glows green, this thing launches up out of the mine. That thing launching out of the mine could be the ghost that they end up chasing downtown. But whatever it is, it's all creepy and ghost-like. Cool, cool. All right. So, wonderful. So you get all of that action going on. But there was something interesting about the mine. Okay. And the first thing is that the mine is labeled Shandor Mining Company. All right, where is this? It's not going there. Now, why does this matter? Okay, right? It's a mine. Who cares, right? Well, who cares is that, and why should we care about this mine? Is that Shandor is oops, that probably goes up there. Is probably, and almost certainly is, a reference to Evo Shandor, whose name should at least ring a bell if you've watched the original movie anytime recently. Okay, make sure I didn't scoop that out of the wrong place. Evo Shandor, according to let's see. Did I get it? Maybe? According to the mythology of the movies, is the person who designed and built a certain building in Central Park West where lived one Dana Barrett. All right, you know what? I need to be a little more methodical about this, I guess, because this is just funky. All right, I'm just gonna come every block underneath that bob there, and what I might have to do is build the stuff underneath it first. Oh, maybe I got it. That's what I get for not being methodical right away. All right, cool. Anyway, yes, so Shandor built the building in Central Park West where Dana Barrett lived. And and remember, he was the one who resurrected the cult of Gozer worshippers, right? Now remember, Gozer the Gozerian shows up, and you end up with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and all that fun stuff, right? Cool, awesome, exciting stuff, right? Move this torch up this way. I want to put a little bit of sand here along the edges. I think I can do that without messing up what I just did. I just want some sand over here, just so that the turtles have a little bit more of a comfortable, beach, right? This is all for them. All right. I want them to be able to swim down and out. What I might have to close that off just a little bit to keep drowned from showing up down there. But we shall see. I can certainly come down here. But maybe with a shovel. And place a couple of lamps just to keep it bright and shiny. Because shiny is good. All right. Where was that? So. All right, so you got Gozer. Or you got Evo Shandor. And this is Shandor Mining Company. Which then leads to some really interesting questions, right? So, one of those questions is, why the heck does Egon, I think it's Egon, it's one of the kids as she's wandering through what looks like an old workshop, finds a bunch of jumpsuits, Ghostbusters jumpsuits that say Spengler, which is Egon's last name, right? Egon Spengler. And they don't say it, but that's my guess, is that this is Egon's family. Partly because Harold Ramis is the only actor from the original movies who is no longer alive. Yeah, maybe I will do it that way. Okay, right. Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and Ernie Hudson the original Ghostbusters are all still alive. So they could, very easily, and I actually think that they all do show up in some form of cameo or other, in some role in the movie. I think they mentioned that in some of the other press stuff is that they show up. Now, they're not anywhere in the trailer, which is probably a good thing at this point. But, yeah. All right. Now, I'm going to fly for a moment because I can. Again, I'm going to be really sad when I can't fly anymore. But I do want to just light up this ridge just a little bit. Just to keep things cheerful, right? Because everyone likes a cheerful cliff, right? All right. Okay, stop flying. Thank you. Okay, so this is Shandor Mining Company. Shandor, of course, being the lovely and slightly weird and crazy doctor and architect who performed a lot of unnecessary surgery, to quote the movie. As part of his just general weirdness. All right, so I want to make some. Yeah, not gates. Take that back. This one. Okay, so this could be one of the places where Shandor was getting materials for his buildings. Maybe he was doing some other work there. We just don't know. All right, I think what I want to do here is maybe I will put in a couple of gates, just because it'll make it easier for me to get in and out. But the villagers won't go through it, so that'll be fine. Okay, now, so you get the Shandor Mining Company. Sorry, I wanted to double check some of my notes here, because I was going through this, and I don't want to forget a lot of the stuff. So I thought of an idea. Don't forget it. Now, I mentioned Slimer, right? Slimer could be interesting for a couple of reasons, and there's a reason why I think he could show up. Actually, there are a couple of reasons. One, he was in both of the other two movies, right? He was practically a pet, right? When they, you see a couple of places where you've got, like there's one scene you've got Louis Tully. He's wandering through the office, blabbering about something or other because he's their accountant. Also their lawyer. It's like, oh man, it smells like somebody just took a huge, and he looks over and there's Slimer eating somebody's sandwich, right? And in the real Ghostbusters cartoon, which I don't know how canonical towards the movies that is, he so basically lived at the station. They just sort of knew that's just he was their resident ghost, because if you're gonna bust ghosts, having a pet ghost is totally sensical, right? Sure. Okay. So, and I could see them look like things they're having problems or something else, and they said, you know what? We don't want to lose Slimer. He's a friend. Let's we'll put him in a trap so he doesn't fade away or something. Right now, they mention in the movie, nobody knows what the kids don't know what the ghost trap is. But their teacher talks about and actually shows them a video, and it's from like the first movie. It says back in the 80s, it was like The Walking Dead. Ghosts and the undead were everywhere. Obviously, they've been gone for a while, so I could see the Ghostbusters if they kind of see Slimer as a pet, or at least a friend or an acquaintance or something. I could see them trapping him to keep him around, right? So that he doesn't fade away with all of the other ghosts that apparently disappeared. Okay. So, okay, now, here's the other reason why Slimer could be interesting. Okay. Now, this comes, it's a little bit deeper canon. And again, I'm not sure how much of it actually counts. So before I get into that, one of the things I'm looking at doing here is turning this into a bridge over to an island here and over to an archway here, and then fencing it off so that villagers or whomever can walk this way, see the turtles, but not actually do anything with them or to them. Okay? Is that reasonable? All right. I think the other thing I'm going to do is just drop a little bit of a fence. Yeah, over this way. It's not going to be much, just sort of a turtle guard, right? All right, I'm going to actually stick one right there. Okay. Let me go ahead and actually extend this out. Now, okay, now, as I was saying, deep canon. So, one of the part of the canon, and this is according to the Ghostbusters fandom wiki, is that Shandor and some of his followers decided to hold a ritual of some sort at the Sedgwick Hotel. And they were hoping to summon some hungry demon ghost thing. And instead, they got Slimer. Now, turns out they did, in fact, summon a hungry ghost. Right? Because that's all Slimer seems to do, is eat, right? So it could be Slimer from a couple of sides. It could be he was in the trap. It could also be that Slimer has some connection to Shandor, and so now he's showing up again. Right, something along those lines. All right, so okay, how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is maybe I'll run some spruce planks across here. All right, now, and it could totally not be Slimer. I mean, I could be totally off base. Again, I'm basing this off of 3 seconds of very blurry footage, right? All right, so all right. Oh, look, iron. Well, that's convenient. I like iron. So I might fill that in with something else, but I am in fact going to get this iron because, again, I like iron. Oh, look at all this iron down here. Wow. Okay, thank you. That was convenient. I appreciate that. I'm also out of inventory space. Hate it when that happens. Okay, so anyway, you got all that stuff going on. And then, of course, all of the action starts where you get, Ghostbusters theme. But there are a couple of awesome things, right? You see the garage door open, and it's like the callback. It's just like from the first movie when the garage door opens in the firehouse, and the Ecto-1 comes blaring out with its really obnoxious siren and all that, right? Meow, 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 right? That thing, which is it's sort of an iconic sound at this point. All right, so I'm just gonna run a little bit of this across this way because I want it to be a bridge, and I might do a little bit of work along here as well, but I want it to. I want the bridge look, not the natural look here. Okay. But it's a great shot. There's the garage door comes up. Ecto 1. I mean, you see the Ecto 1 license plate, which is, of course, all sorts of cool. And the next shot is the Ecto 1 tearing across this field. And man, that's a cool shot as it goes tearing across there. I wanted to watch the trailer multiple times just for that one shot, man. That was fun and cool at the same time. It's like, yes! You've made my heart warm and fuzzy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take out this stone and replace it with stone brick. Again, I want a constructed looking bridge, not that. So, yeah, I may do a little bit of something here as well, but for now, we're going to do this. Also, I want to make some more fence. Okay, so, oopsies. I can have fence? No, because I need more acacia. Thank you. All right. So you get the Ecto 1 charging it through the field. You see it charging through town. Would again, awesome shots. That was definitely not enough fence. So, well then, let's craft a few more sticks. Huh? And now we'll make some more fence. Yeah, might as well just do the whole thing. Because I'm going to line this way. But I also want to run, take this, I'll go replant this flower just out this way somewhere. It can end up over here. Why not? Because sure, that's a place. Right. I just want to run. This is it's a turtle preserve, right? We want the villagers to be able to come out here and look, but I don't want the villagers to accidentally meander over and stomp on stuff. All right, now I think what I want to do is I want to bring this right over this way. Okay. Now I should probably make another gate so that I can get in and out of here. All right. Okay. Right, so that's going to go this way. And I think what I'll do is I'll knock a gate right through here. Again, for my personal use. Okay, dokie. I can have gates? Sure, but I need sticks. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, so let's make a gate. Okay, ta-da. Go drop this in here. Getting close. Another couple of... That wasn't right. Another couple of Minecraft days, and I will have all sorts of turtles, I hope. All right, so let's jump back to the vault. Grab a good night's sleep, because sleep is a good... Apparently, I can't sleep because it's not night enough yet. I dub thee Knight. Sir Knight. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be sort of interesting, and you see as they throughout the trailer, you start to see who's becoming part of the new Ghostbusters generation. Right, you get the two kids, which I believe are Egon's grandkids. They've managed to pick up another friend, and I suspect they are going to have a fourth person that's going to show up and be part of this happy little crew as well. All right, so that's going too wide over there, which means I should probably run fence right about here, which is surprisingly convenient. Okay. Right. So let's clean up a little bit of this. Right. Okay. How much do I need to clean up? That much. All right. Oh, yeah. We got it. All right. So just run some fence that I do not have, apparently. All right. Some more sticks. Sticks and stones may break my fence. But I'd really rather not break my fence because I like my fence. It's cute and orange and, you know, who doesn't like a cute fence? Okay. I'm going to need a whole bunch of this acacia fence anyway because remember the way this... Oh, man, really? More pillagers? That's just not right. Ah, man. Okay. Fine. Okay, now this is going to come out this way, but I think what I may do here, aside from maybe wanting to make another gate, I may want to cut this hill back just a little bit. Not that it's going to make a huge difference, I suppose, but actually, I think I will just hop right up here. Eventually, up. And, right, because now I can't clean up the entire hillside, but would like to just pull out a little bit of that. All right, cool. And now I'm going to, as I build this arch, it's going to take shape right in here. So that'll be good. Yeah, so you'll see that. In fact, there's a girl that one of the, I think the grandson is chatting with there at the beginning. I think she is going to become the fourth Ghostbuster, right? Because, hey, it's Ghostbusters, and it's a team of 4, right? All right, let's make some magic. Or, you know, fence. Cobblestone wall. Cobblestone wall. Cobblestone wall, cobblestone wall, cobblestone wall. All right, so that's going to go there. I need to deal with the rest of this tower, but I'll do that here just a little bit. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and make some more brick. And what I'm going to do is I just want to extend this way just a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And so So yes, you're going to end up with your... Whoa. That was not at all how that was supposed to go. I got lagged into weird... Okay. Now, one of the things I want to do now is let's bring some torches along the edge of this fence. Right, so... I think this way. So skip 2. I want it on top of that. All right. Let's just slide these torches down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, so you end up with the grandkids. This sort of things get a couple of things I'd like to see answers to, which of course they will be in the movie. I'm almost certain. Why didn't these kids know about their grandfather being a Ghostbuster, right? When the Ghostbusters were a thing. It's like, I think the existence of ghosts would totally have some bearing on some sort of metaphysical questions and stuff about life, right? No. Continue this way. Okay. Right, and you would just think. It's like, oh wait, there are ghosts, and what does this mean about, questions about the afterlife and all that fun stuff, right? Right. Okay. Now I think cutting seagrass is what allows you to breed turtles. So we'll see what happens as these things grow, but I'm sure it'll be good. All right, so that'll go this way, and I'll probably run a little bit more of a thing over here. And what I might do, I was toying with the idea of putting a giant spruce tree sort of in the middle of this island. But no, I'm not 100% sure I want to do that now. So we'll kind of see how this shapes up as I play with this a little bit more. But yeah, so the question is, a couple of questions. Why don't the kids know about Egon or the Ghostbusters? And then, sorry, I just want to double check. Okay. Just had to double check something in the Discord. And then the other side of that is, why does Egon have this house out in the middle of nowhere that is near the Shandor Mining Company? Okay. And the question sort of is, were they... was there something there that he was interested in, right? Did he find out about the mining company and was looking into it? And that's why he happened to build there? So I'm just adding a little bit of extra space over here. I suspect I will end up with the occasional turtle over this way. In fact, I think I'm going to turn some of this stone into sand. Just to expand out the beach here, right? Because turtles like beaches. Who doesn't like a nice sandy beach, right? All right. So, yeah, anyway, so that was... And that's one of those things I'm kind of curious. And knowing Egon, which I don't, but I can pretend that I know Egon. Knowing Egon, he might have known about the Shandor Mining Company and decided to... build a lab out there to study it. Actually, maybe I will. I'm going to knock this cliff back just a little bit. Just to, I don't know that I need it that close. Just to expand this out a little bit, I think it'll look nice this way. Okay, how we doing? Not too bad. I think I'll expand this way. All right. You know, it's possible turtles are going to end up wanting to camp out over here, so all right. Let's go grab a quick nap, because naps are good. So yeah, it could be what was... So yeah, so that's sort of the question. What was Egon studying something out there? I don't think it was a coincidence that he's got a vacation home or something near the Shandor Mining Company. I doubt, it's possible, but I kind of doubt that he owned the mine and named it after Shandor. I think that's a little bit, I think that's a little silly, right? But so I was just sort of wondering, did he, build this sort of secret lab so he can continue to study, even though busting obviously went bust. And when they mentioned in the trailer, say, oh, there hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. So, what's going on, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right, so that goes that way. All right, so again, I'm going to use the cobblestone wall here, and I think what I want to do is I was going to put in some stairs. I don't have any. Actually, I could craft some stairs real quick, I suppose. I mean, that is the whole point of Minecraft, right? You can craft things. Seems a little silly to put a window there, but stick with the style, right? Also, oh no, that's fine. I can put a door here on this side. So I have a crafting table right here. I'm going to put in some... oh, actually, I think I already have some of these built. I was going to put in some acacia doors, and I think I've got some. Right there. Yes, sirree, Bob. And, oh, let me go see. Do I have... Yes, I'm going to put in some cobblestone stairs. And the reason being... Oops, P. Is that it'll fit with sort of the rest of the design probably a little bit better. So let's grab these doors. Now, the doors are going to go right there. And I'm going to put in these stairs sort of like that. Okay. Makes sense? Sure, why not? All right. Not ideal, but kind of okay. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just fooling myself into thinking it looks okay, but I might play with that a bunch. But yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that Egon had a lab there. I think I think he knew a little something that was going on, and I think the kids are going to find that out throughout the rest of through the movie and stuff. Okay, so I did that side. Next floor. So yeah, it's fun to speculate. You know, obviously speculate responsibly. Don't don't become so married to your own idea of what's going to happen that you can't enjoy the movie. But it'll be interesting. I mean, we'll see. The trailer said it comes out in the fall, or excuse me, the summer of 2020. Yeah, who knows exactly what that means, but I would definitely have to put some more light over that way. If pillagers are spawning right there on that hill, I'm 100% going to have to add some more light over there. All right. Okay, now the good news is I have milk. Also good news, he can't see me. All right, time to drink the milk. This is why I have the milk. Because silly pillagers are just causing no end of trouble over here. So, yeah. Again, let's just try to keep them away from, you know, whatever's going on over here, huh? Because sure, something's going to happen, right? Sure. I think, yeah, just go there. Instead of totally abusing my ability to fly, you know. But, you know, I can pretend to be Superman for a while. At least until, you know, my powers get stripped from me later. All right. Okay, so I think that's mostly okay. Got a couple of others, and they could obviously spawn up there, but that'll work. Coming back down. Way back down. Okay. Lovely. Let's go find a cow. Oh, I know where there's a cow. Oh, yes, I absolutely know where there's a cow. I know where there are lots of cows. Maybe I should keep a cow down here just so I can... I mean, not that I could get a cow down there, but, you know, it'd be nice to milk one, right? Have one there for... Now, it turns out you can't milk a skeleton horse, which is probably a good thing. I have no idea what sort of milk would come out of a skeleton horse, but I suspect it would be bad. Thanks, cow. Alright. See? My rainbow of sheep going on over there. This poor chicken is about to become dead. Alright, got my nice chicken farm. Now again, I've mentioned it before, I don't need two chicken farms here side by side, but it seemed like fun, so I went with it. But not that it works any faster. You still need the chickens to... you just have double the chickens in the little holding area, right? But yeah, eventually another egg will spit out. Bob will spit out, cook this adult chicken, and I will get all sorts of deliciousness. Sorry, step back here where it's a little quieter. Because it's about to become time for chicken barbecue. Yep, there it goes. Right? And then it falls down into this lovely chest, and I get cooked chicken and feathers. All right. Fabulous. Okay, moving on. Oh. Yeah, I'm just getting way too many of these ominous banners. I really don't need that many of them. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so that's a little bit of what's going on with the Ghostbusters. I'm eager to see it. I don't see a lot of movies in the theaters, and Ghostbusters is going to be one of those that I don't see in theaters. But I will absolutely be looking for it when it um, hits streaming or DVD. Probably DVD, just because I don't. I'm gonna might come to Netflix, but given that I am working on canceling a Netflix subscription, I probably won't see it there. Okay, so yeah, I need to light up my life. Or at least this mountainside. At least to some extent, anyway. It's, again, nothing too crazy, but I would really like to not have too many bad things. But it's not like I can light up the entire world, you know? As much as I'd like to. That is not a thing I get to do. Again, I like the challenge of doing things in survival, so let's move this. Just because that's going to look cool. Okay. All right, so we're getting closer to... oops, not there. Over there. So yeah, so I've been rambling on a lot. So for... ooh, I should... I'm going to carve out some of that. There we go. Let's see. So I think I'll go there. Is there an even split between them? Not really. That's okay. All right. Well, let's jump back to the vault. Sleep the night away. All right. So yeah. So let me know what you think out there when this goes. Either if you're out there in the chat or if you want to, if you're watching this the archive later on YouTube. Let me know what you think. If you've missed it, the link is out on my Twitter. It's at Music Free Gaming. If you want to go check that out, or of course you can just Google Ghostbusters trailer. It'll show up there somewhere. All right, so. All right, so I think, clear out some of this. Not that it'll make that much of a difference, but I kind of want to just keep some things from hopping the fence. I don't know. It's a little bit silly, I suppose, but yeah, whatever. All right, but it's getting close. Those eggs will be hatching fairly soon, I think. And then I'll have this lovely little turtle farm. I think, too, what I should do... Actually, let me just look, see if I've got some more sand here or if I have to go back to my vault and get it. But yeah, let me know what you think of what's happening or what's going to happen with the Ghostbusters movie. Of course, if you wait long enough, you can just tell me what happens in the Ghostbusters movie. And spoilers and all that stuff, right? Yeah. Spoiler warning for a movie that doesn't come out for 20 years. Or, for 20 years, it's still... for at least 6 months, right? It's at summer of 2020, so. Oops. Well, that was a little more flying than I had originally intended, but hey. All right, so yeah, so this is, but yeah, it's kind of fun to speculate. I think it's cool that they're doing Ghostbusters. It's a little more tied to the movie. I know one of the actors from uh, the the female led movie from a couple of years ago was really upset that they're continuing, or that they basically just ignored their movie and went back to the original, sort of the original thing. Hey, welcome, welcome. What's that, Pocho? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I'm so glad you are able to join us here today. But yeah, I can't remember. It was maybe Kate McKinnon was sort of upset, but there were a lot of fans that were upset that they just ignored the original mythology. So, yeah, that's just how it goes. Can't please everybody. And sometimes you just can't please anybody. So, you go with it. All right. So the other thing I was going to do is I was going to slip in here. And I was going to expand out this lovely little thing. Lovely, lovely. All the Z's, huh? Okay, so that's going to go there. Do I want to... Actually, maybe I will expand this out this way just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it'd be good to... Actually, it would be really good, too. I don't know if I can do it. I've got to... Let me jump back to my vault and get some clippers. Vault. I have some shears here somewhere. And maybe, I can... yeah. Cut some grass and replant it and all that good stuff. Yeah, 864. Was that the... That might be the number of follows, isn't it? I don't know. I don't keep... that close a tally on it. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Got some diorite. Goes into this box. And the gravel goes down there. Okay. Go ahead and bring some more sand with me, too. I'm thinking that's going to be fine. All right. So, let's... meander right on over this way. Maybe I should slap a pressure plate or something on the inside of that. But, oh, hey. Didn't see Civil War Mormon join the server. So, yep. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Instead of just watching the Ghostbusters trailer, there was some fun stuff there. Again, eagerly hoping that they are able to pull off something here that I think honors the original movies, but also is able to tell a good story on its own. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in here with some dirt and just line this all like that. All of it. Just take out the stone, replace it all with dirt, because it's gonna be cool. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, it seems like one of the, as would make sense. Egon's grandchildren have some intelligence on their own and start. You said I think you see. I think it's his granddaughter using some of the equipment, and so it's like, okay, how did she figure that out? What cool things did she, did she discover? All that fun stuff. All right, so I want to take some of the seagrass and let it grow. Let it grow. Gotta plant the grass some more. Let it grow. Let it grow. I was sort of hoping that when I cut this, maybe sort of like cactus, I have to, cut it, get two, replant, but I only get to use one because I've got to replant. That's totally possible. Where's my shears here? All right, we'll just take some of this. Instead, I'll replant some of this deeper so that it will grow, hopefully grow a little taller, which would be fabulous. And I'm going to take some of this and plant it back here, just so that my turtles, when they hatch, have a nice place to sit. Right? Because, again, I'm building a turtle sanctuary. It's kind of want to have things that turtles are going to enjoy, right? Maybe give them a switch or, just a pile of sand. Really, it's about the same. I'm just ask any, 12-year-old, would you rather have a switch or a pile of sand? And it's going to be a 50-50 thing. All right, so we'll just, again, fill in some sand right through here. Right, we're just going to give them this nice little sandy place here. All right, I think that's going to work. I could slap a painting here, give them this nice sort of a big screen TV. That would be cool. That the sea turtles would love that. I mean, seriously, what sea turtle would not want a big screen TV? I mean, okay. The other thing I want to do here is I want to, oops, that was not what I had in mind because I was apparently not paying attention. Okay. Now, again, let's not crush the eggs because that would be bad. All right, so now, hopefully when this grows, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant some seagrass all under there. I don't know if the turtles will get caught in the grass and it'll choke them like a straw or something, but I'm sure they'll enjoy it, right? Sure. All right. So let's see if just ask Civil over there if he's going to be sleeping tonight. I mean, if not, I'm sure I could figure out something else to do, but I'll just hop in there. But yeah, so it's so the trailer looked really fun. I'm excited to see how it goes. I said you get a little bit of that Stranger Things vibe, but I like seeing the next generation. I mean, the way they set up Ghostbusters, heck, the way even the original story was the idea that ghostbusting was sort of going to become a franchise, right? You hear that line in the first one. It's like the franchise rights alone will make us rich. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, I think. And so the story sort of lends itself to being able to continue on with a different group of people. Now, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more showing up with, oh, look, here's another adult team. You could have even done like the full, like female-led story, like they had in the with that reboot, and continue the universe, right? But nah, they chose to totally reboot it. You know, oh yeah, we'll have the original actors come in as like a cab driver or something. Well, that's a little silly. Even if they just made it, it was like an alternate dimension. But you could have maybe done that, right? Because it's one of the lines. Yeah, in the first, we order you to leave, go back to your place of origin or to the nearest convenient parallel dimension, right? Wheel. It's apparently Civil is not sleeping, so well, that's okay. That's fine. Fine. Take care of a couple of things over here anyway. So yeah, it'll be interesting, and I think having it tied back to Gozer is going to be interesting. Just as a, it's like, just partly as a, hey, look, it's a callback to the original movie, right? It's like, oh, look, it's that bad guy we already know about, right? All right, let's, yeah, turns out, even in real life, you could just take sliced melon, stick them back together, get a full watermelon, just like new. That's just how things work. Yeah, this is my melon and pumpkin farm. Just one of the things I really should do is I've got some purple fruit. So I should take a moment and build myself a purple farm or something. Now, I'm not entirely sure why I keep harvesting all of this netherwort. It's not like I'm actually making potions, but on occasion I do like to use netherwort blocks. So much netherwort. I do like to use netherwort blocks and as floors, just because it looks cool. All right, good. Great. We're something. At least that's the idea. We're definitely something. All right. Give him a chance, see if he... Nope. Guess not. Okay. Well... All right, fine. Also, my speed wore off, so I was no longer fast asleep. Because that pun needed to happen, right? All right. Yeah, it's one of the things, too, I was wondering. I've got this area here. I was sort of debating whether or not I wanted to clear all of this space out, right? Because it's not very wide. I don't know why. When I get to about here, I can see through the world. And, yeah. There we go. See? You can just kind of see all sorts of good stuff happening over there, right? There's a tunnel I've walked through. There's some nice lava. Good stuff. Hey, Quizzical, welcome back. Welcome back. It's so great to have you back. Kind of missed you over the last few days. Hope your time has has been good. Yeah, finals suck. Yeah, I understand that. It's been a while since I've been a student, but actually, you know what? I never really minded finals week because I figured by that point, if I didn't know the material, I wasn't going to know the material. So I didn't stress about it too much. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yes, you. It's okay. Peaceful visitors are always welcome. The less peaceful visitors can go jump in a lake or something. All right, so that's got to go that way. So, yep, got this. Nice, lovely, big empty area that I've tunneled out. But yeah, so I was... he's hanging out. I haven't been up that way for a little while. I'm going to check him out here. Once daylight shows up again. Go ahead and just open this up. Because why not? Okay, I need to... Okay, there we go. There we go. This looks good. And I have way too much cobblestone. All right. Yeah, but it's been fun. We've been. Was I an A+ student? No, I was a C+ student when I was in college. I was a math major, which was fun. My degree is in math with an emphasis in computer science, and it was interesting. I had a couple of semesters where I had one semester. This was actually kind of funny in a really bad sort of way. I was failing linear algebra, which I failed all of my upper divisional math courses once. I don't think I failed any of them twice, but I failed them all once. Oh, I think the sun is coming up. Yes, it is. But I tried to salvage my... As I was trying to salvage my linear grade, I let my physics grade suffer. It's like, it's okay. I can deal with a little lower grade in physics. Let me save linear algebra. Ended up failing them both. That was not a great semester for me. But hey, as they say, C's get degrees. So, since grad school was not on my list of things to do, I wasn't too worried about it. As long as I got my bachelor's degree, I was happy. All right, let's meander back. So the project today, I've been building a sea turtle sanctuary, and we've been talking about the new Ghostbusters trailer, which, again, looked totally awesome. And at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about some of my theories about that, but it's looking all sorts of fun. Yes, there is a new Ghostbusters trailer. It dropped this morning. So if I've got a link to it on my Twitter. Of course, you can just search it up on YouTube, but if you hit the Music Free Gaming Twitter account, you should be able to see it there too. But yeah, it looks really cool, and they've tied in. They tied into the original. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do it with stone. Take that back. I was going to do it with the spruce, but I changed my mind. But yeah, they're tying it into the original movies, so that it's got this. You've got this family that shows up on the farm because, as one of the kids says, they were broke. And yeah, it's been fun. Are you playing Into the Gungeon? Huh? Nice. I've heard good things about that game. Not played it myself, but I've heard good things about it. My eggs have not hatched yet. Soon, I hope. I don't know how long it takes them to hatch, but... So I thought it was like 4 days. 4 Minecraft days, so... Of course, my sleeping might have extended that. So, we'll see. But I've got a fairly nice little turtle sanctuary going on here, you know? Got a place to live. They can swim out into this area and back. And they've got a nice safe spot to lay eggs. So, you know, this is good. But yeah, it looks like the basis of the new movie is Egon's granddaughter or Egon's daughter and grandkids. Or perhaps, will I name all the turtles? Well, if there are 4 of them, I will probably name them after the Ninja Turtles. Because I'm an 80s kid. All right, so we'll see how that goes. Eventually, they'll hatch. It'll be lovely. All right, while I'm waiting, I think I'll build up some of these houses over here. But, of course, I don't have name tags, so I'm just going to guess at which turtle is which. But, you know, we'll go with it. It's not as if they have... Actually, I don't know that I need it up that high. Now that I think about it. Since these are smaller buildings, I'll just pop them up like this. A little action this way, kind of like this. Put in a door. Yeah, maybe I'll put in a door right here. I don't remember if I have an axe, but we'll put a door right there. Oh, I do have an axe. Oh, that's convenient. And but yeah, there's a great shot in the trailer. And it's one of those things, it actually would be... Very rarely do I say this, but it's like, man, this is kind of a shot I kind of wish I'd seen first in the movie. And it's a shot of the Ecto-1 tearing through a wheat field. It just looks really awesome. I watched that. It's like, okay, this is cool. But yeah, it's but yeah, it was pretty fun. And it has, I think, just the sort of the right level of just like creepiness. Because the original Ghostbusters had I don't want to say a horror feel, but kind of, right? They never forgot that it was a story about ghosts, and it's okay to be a little creepy. All right, so that'll go there like that. Okay, and I will eventually put roofs on this, because, again, roofs are my kryptonite, I guess. But yeah, it was... But there's some fun stuff. Yeah, I went through and there's some really cool things. They're tying this movie in fairly closely to the original movie or movies. You know, it's when you see a shot of a sign that's the Shandor Mining Company. It's like, Ivo Shandor designs Dana Barrett's apartment building. Right? I have now trapped myself in a house. I guess I will make a door. Door made. All right. Fabulous. You know, I think these people may want to have a more convenient way of getting into their house rather than just, stepping off a 3-foot drop into the void, you know? So yeah, so you see the Shandor Mining Company, you know, and it's, and I'm really curious to see because they show the Ecto-1, as I mentioned, tearing through this field, but it has the license plate of the, oops, I don't know. It has the license plate of the Ecto-1 from the first movie, not the plate of the Ecto-1A from the Ghostbusters 2. So, yeah. So yeah, it's just some interesting little things that came out of it that I'd love to see. Hopefully they've got some answers to. And so I think some of the promotional material they talked about, the original actors are returning. Of course, Harold Ramis is dead, so he won't be able to return as Egon. He'll return as a ghost. That's right. They'll have to bust Egon. Sorry, man. But they show. Okay, they show one of his kids in his workshop, or in a workshop, and I'm assuming it's his. And you see a bunch of Ghostbusters jumpsuits. One of them has the Spengler name tag, so fairly certain it's him and it's his family, and so that's how you get Spengler back, rather than having Harold Ramis there. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. Well, he was always a little crazy. He just stopped caring about it, about letting people know that he was a little crazy. Because Dan Aykroyd has always loved the occult, which is partly where the movies came from, is his love of the occult. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bill Murray is everywhere. Actually, I think he had okay. I think he had a cameo in the I think he had a cameo in the new Zombieland movie that just came out here. Just what was this, earlier this summer? So yeah, he's around doing stuff. He kind of just has decided, he's around. He'll do things. Yeah, I think I'll leave this dirt here. I was thinking, well, maybe I could dig it out and I'll put the sea lantern. No, I'll just leave it. I think this will work. Because while I want this to be the bridge, I want it to look man-made. This island here, I want to look somewhat natural. So, oh yeah, I guess I will do that on the side too. Just clean out a little bit of dirt. Dirt's fun. Who doesn't like dirt? Mothers who have to clean the house. That's who doesn't like dirt. All right. But yeah, I'm excited how they're tying this one into the original movies. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be nice. Or if you could for a moment. Yeah, it's like, now that he's here, I kind of need to be sure to keep the phantoms away. But, it's okay. All right. Ooh, speaking of ghosts and ghost busting. And, all sorts of creepy sounds, which is absolutely what you want when dealing with ghosts, right? Oh, you know what? I probably should have dropped off at least the At least the gravel. Okay. Because, yeah, I don't need that. I'm not even sure, actually, I need the sand anymore. That might be... I think I'm kind of done with that part of the project. All right. Oh. Now I've got plenty of acacia, so... Yeah, so... Okay. But yeah, Bill Murray's just sort of gone off and done his own thing. Just, you know, I'm going to do this now. Or I'm going to... Sure, this sounds like fun. I saw him in a movie which was actually surprisingly good. It was a movie called Winchester Shotgun. Better than a Box of Roses. Absolutely. What was the... Of course, I don't like shotguns, but hey, Winchester makes good guns. What was... Moonrise Kingdom, I think it was. I think it was a Wes Anderson movie. And... Oh yeah, Terminator 2. Definitely. That was fun. That's one of those few movies where the sequel is better than the original. And the original was pretty good, but I absolutely liked the sequel better. But it's a little bit less of a horror movie than the original was. And I don't particularly like horror movies, so... Alright, so let's peek over here. Oh, hey, another house that could probably use a staircase. Just to... Okay, that staircase would be hard to walk up. Hello. I am MC Escher. I am going to be designing your entryway today. All right. Let's go take a look. Come on, turtles. Well, I have squid. I have all sorts of squid. No sea turtles, but all sorts of squid. Now, I have no idea if I even did that right. I put the turtles on the sand. I don't know if they have to actually be under the sun. I don't know anything. Not unusual for me. But, yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. Those squid could actually swim under and end up inside the turtle farm, too, which is okay, you know? We could deal with that, I suppose, right? Sure, why not? Yep, see? Told you. Right in there. Just don't crush my eggs. All right. You're just hanging out there. It's... Sorry, man. Time for you to go.
They only hatch on sand during the night.
What's that?
They only hatch on sand during the night.
Only hatch on sand during the night. Okay. Well, I've been sleeping, so that's probably... Maybe I need to hang out here overnight, you know? Thank you, Kyle, for looking that up for me. See, this is why you have kids, is to look all this stuff up. Because they know things. Okay, well, it's not like I needed all of those ink sacs, but I've got them. Oh, yeah, got them. So, but they've been there for long enough that if I stick around here at night, they will almost certainly hatch. So, that's a good thing. All right. Okay, so those two houses are done, except for the roofs. Let's see. What we got going on over here? We have unfinished business. Okay, and by business, I mean houses. just want to expand. So now, I mentioned it on the stream. Was it Tuesday of last week? I think that I was, or maybe I was just looking at it off camera. Was looking at joining this village, coming around the hillside here, basically around this castle, and connecting with this village over here. I haven't decided on if I'm going to do that or not, but that's absolutely a thing I could do. Hey, Kitty, welcome, welcome. Glad you can join me today. I was building a turtle sanctuary. I think I've pretty much got that done. So I'm expanding out a village that I started over here. Let me get this in, and then I'll go show you my little sanctuary. It's not perfect, but I think it'll be be good for those turtles. So that was. Oh, that's right. This house is bigger. That would explain why. I'm looking at this. Why doesn't this fit? Something is wrong. Something is really, really wrong. All right, so let's go meander over here. I'll show you the new turtle sanctuary I built. At least it should mostly work. I need to slap some. Oh, can I? I can't. Spruce plates, please. Thank you. I'm gonna put the pressure plates here, cause oh, thank you. It's not bad. I've had some fun over here. Never expected to build a city out this way, but absolutely did. Now this is a pretty minor thing. I wanted it to look kind of natural. In fact, what I should do is come in here with some plain stone stairs and maybe some diorite stairs just to curve in that. I heard something. Maybe it's just these guys. I thought maybe I heard a drowned. I think that was it. I think I just heard the squid. Yeah, but just some stairs and something to round off this cave here a little bit. Do I have kelp? I've got some. I think that's right. What is that? What am I looking at here? Seagrass. I don't have any kelp here. There is some. In fact, maybe I should. I've got some. Let's see. Well, let's just beam over there. Home docks. Okay. Over here in the docks, let's meander this way. And I still have my shears on me, so I can harvest it even. There's some kelp out here. So yeah, I absolutely should plant some of this stuff because sea turtles are fans of kelp, I hear. I can't remember if kelp is one of those things like sugar. If you cut the bottom one, it all goes away. Or you get all of it. I think it is. Okay. So yeah, I should plant some of this over here in the sanctuary. Get it all? Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, this is the Oak K docks. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, just a nice little thing. The area where I was building is right over that way. So, in fact, I'm just gonna beam over there because walking takes too long. All right, so that was just over this way. I don't know if you can see the roof from here or not. I think I have to get up on the tower to see it. Hey, Kitty, thank you for the follow over there. I appreciate that. I'm still used to multi-streaming. I haven't. Every once in a while I fall into that. Oh, yeah, over there on Mixer. Well, where else would you follow? Because that's the only place I'm streaming these days. Yeah. All right, so yeah, right over the docks are just right over that way. All right, I'll fly for a minute because I can. I guess you can't really see them from here. They're over there somewhere. All right. So let's just meander down this way. All right, stop flying. There we go. And let's plant a little bit of kelp. Because you're right, kelp is absolutely a thing that I should plant. It is tasty and delicious for the sea turtles. All right, and I've got some. Right, I'll just... Oh, that was... All right. Oh, okay. Well, not quite what I had in mind, but I'll go with it. I should probably plant a little bit in here, too. Just to, okay, give them something to enjoy. I'll grow up this way. I give them a little seagrass because, you know, I'm sure that they like swimming through it. It probably tickles the undersides of their shell, you know, all that good stuff. And, yeah, now I put these in at the beginning of the stream. That was 4 or 5 Minecraft days ago. So these are almost certainly getting close to hatching. Right. Now, I just want to be really careful of when they hatch, I don't step on the poor baby turtle. That would be bad. You know? But it should be okay. Right? Sure. All right. And the other thing we're talking about today is the new trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife, which just came out this morning. Which was super exciting, at least for me, having grown up in the 80s. I really should get around to watching the reboot they did a couple of years ago with the old all-female cast. I wasn't super excited about it just because they decided to completely abandon the original Ghostbusters universe. But I've got a copy of it. I got a digital copy of it. I think, I don't know, I set up an account with Movies Anywhere or something, and they and so I got a copy there, and I have yet to watch it. Okay, I should probably slap some more kelp around over there somewhere. So some more light. Yeah, I liked the first two. I mean, the original Ghostbusters was great. Ghostbusters 2 was was good, not quite as good as the first one, but I enjoyed it. And I haven't seen the reboot yet. Again, the trailers turned me off. I didn't like some of the jokes that they had in it. And so it's one of those, it was too much, quote unquote, Saturday Night Live humor, which used to be a good thing back when it was Chevy Chase and Bill Murray and Steve Martin. Nowadays, I don't enjoy it so much. Now, maybe it's because I'm old. Could also be because it's not as good. I don't know for sure. But that's... but yeah, it sort of turned me off, and I just realized I totally can't count. Okay. I mean, it was kind of fun. Chris Hemsworth looked looked like he was having a blast in the role they had for him. Yeah, which is good. It's always nice to see an actor, enjoy the roles they're in. All right, let's go plant some more kelp. Because, hey, kelp! Kelp me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sure, I'll just kelp it up. Why not? All right, so what are we doing over here? We're doing okay. So that kelp is growing. I was kind of hoping some of the seagrass would grow a little bit more because I wanted to plant a little bit more underneath this bridge here. But that's okay. That is just fine. But yeah, man, I spent so many hours watching the original Ghostbusters. It was really probably too much. but it was fun. It's funny. So, well, have fun, Kitty. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you can join me again on the next stream. But yeah, I grew up watching Ghostbusters. I had it on VHS, which did the pan and scan. Right. This video has been formatted to fit your screen. So they cut the widescreen, they cut it to 4:3, and I totally missed jokes because of that. People are giving Disney Plus a hard time because they redid some of or they've got like Simpsons in the wrong thing. But there's a scene after they catch Slimer in the Sedgwick Hotel, and he's sitting there quoting the price to the hotel manager. And he's going through and said, okay, first we're going to charge you so much for catching it, and then another so many thousand for storage of the beast. And as he's talking, he keeps looking over to Egon, who's just sitting here like this, flashing the number of how much to charge. That's 2,000, 4,000. It's like, so yeah, that was funny. But I'd never seen it. It wasn't until I got it on DVD and got to see it in widescreen that I saw that joke. It's like, okay, that was cool. Just a fun little sight gag, and I'd never seen it before. Just because I always watched it in the pan and scan as a kid. So, okay, come on, turtles, hatch already. It'd be nice if they hatched before the stream was done, but they hatch at night, and that's fine. It's night. I'd go hatch them myself, but that would break them, and that would be bad. So, try to avoid that. All right, so I need to do something with this archway here, which I think. Let me come through here. I think what I'm going to do is, drop off some stuff so that I've got some room. Okay. Let's see. Do I need to sleep out of Civil War? No, but I can if needed. Oops. All right. Of course, it's almost morning, so, All right, so let's go ahead and grab a couple of boxes. All right, just slap these down here, and I'll throw the kelp in that box. But now it's daytime. My turtles still haven't hatched. Poor turtles. Poor turtles. I need the turtle hatchinator. But then I'll get visited by a cranky platypus, and that's just not fun. So, all right. All right, so what I need here is, let's go ahead and grab some of that. I want to make some stone brick stairs. You know what else I should make here? Let's make a couple of furnaces. I want to pronounce it furnace-eye, and that is 100% wrong, but still. Let's slap a couple of furnace. Actually, you know what now I want to move all this stuff, which I can absolutely do. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let's take this. Yeah, so that can go there, and let's slap that there. And where are the chests? The chests can go there. Oops, not the wall, because I kind of want the wall. All right, so because apparently I can't see a wall like this without building a fireplace, I am going to build a fireplace. Not another one. Yeah, another one. Let's see. I think I want to do this. I'm going to cut this back this way a bit. Okay. So that's going to go there. I'm just going to put those furnaces there. I don't have any things. Netherrack on me, but that's okay. It'll go right there in that little hole right there. And I'm just going to do a little bit of sculpting here. And so that's going to go like that. And I think what I want to do is, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just do the double stacked stairs. That's right, just sort of like this. Right, and then I probably am going to need to do something with this. Just to, that's the wrong block. Just, you know, to keep things kind of normal-ish. Let's take some cobblestone, slab it back there. In fact, I think I'll do that same thing here. I'll put in some cobblestone just to, it adds a little bit of texture on the sides, which is kind of cool. And then if let's take this out. And then I'm going to put in some regular stairs like that. Put in the netherrack there, light it in front of those furnaces. It'll be great. Okay. Cool. Well, that's fun. And it is now 8 o'clock, which means it's about time for me to be done. Well, okay then. I do want to see, just real quick, if it'd be kind of nice if the seagrass was growing. Yeah, well, it is about that time. But you know, that's not what's supposed to go there at all. Oh, and thank you for those sparks and a cute little fox. The Minecraft fox is so cute. All right, well, let's bring up the end credits. Hopefully, let's see if they actually roll today. Roll credits. Apparently, they do not want to roll. I don't know why, but they're going to now. There they go. So thank you so much for joining me today. And for new followers, Paco and Kitty, y'all are awesome. Also, Quizzical, thank you for those sparks. So great to have you, new followers here. I will be back again on Thursday, starting at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to be playing Baldur's Gate 2, which I've never streamed before. And I'm doing an evil character playthrough. I've never played Baldur's Gate as an evil character, so this is going to be interesting. And then Saturday at 7:30 in the morning, again, Mountain Standard Time, I will be back here playing Minecraft in this world. So that'll be all sorts of fun. Maybe my turtles will hatch. One could always hope. But Until then, and until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music for Gaming signing off.